In this video, I want to review the adaptive memory system that I was able to develop specifically for this life coaching bot. But my community has come to tell me that this is the #1 most important feature that they think I've developed in the past 7 months of making bots. So I figured, hey, I might as well make another video about it to be able to show off just this feature specifically. Now, this bot, what it does is it takes your inputs and it acts as a life coach for you. So we have different types of models. We got a productivity coach, a mindset mentor, a spiritual coach, and a social and relationship coach. Now, that's not particularly important. The memory system that this agent is using is really what I want to focus on. Now, what the agent is doing is it's getting the full client profile and it's pulling that from a spreadsheet here. And all of this, you can go to my free school community. The link will be in the description below. You can go download this all for yourself, all right? Absolutely for free. But what it's doing is I have a full client profile here that has different columns like my spiritual and religious orientation and my motivational style and my fears and my strategies and my accomplishments and on and on and on and on and on, right? Pretty much whatever you want to be tracking in your business, in your life, in your company, and whatever it is, you can adapt this system for yourself. That's what I'm trying to really get across here, okay? So what we do is we have the agent pull all of that information. It works with us somehow through an AI agent or whatever system we're doing. And then we have a branch down here that adds notes to our daily note system. So over here, back to the spreadsheet, I have another tab down here for daily notes. And this is an ongoing list of notes. So if I open this up, it's just ongoing. And every time we use the bot, it's going to add additional notes for the day to the system. All right. So think of this in terms of maybe like you have a board of advisors and you're using an AI agent as your board of advisors more specifically, right? So if you don't want to go off and find a bunch of people, you can just program some AI agents to think like a CMO, to think like a CFO, to think like your COO and all of that, right? You can have all of those people kind of programmed into these AI agents, and even with personalities or representing different people in the world. And as they're responding to you, you can have their input put into the system, into the daily notes. And then at the end of every day, down here, we take all of those daily notes and we put it back into our overall client profile, back into here. And so what we do is we have it update. Each of these AI agents will update a section or different categories of your client profile and put it back into the system. So if today I let my board of advisors, as an example, know that, hey, we just had a really big win, we got a big client that's going to be paying us $50,000, that gets put into the notes here. And then that gets put into my profile as big accomplishments with a timestamp and a date stamp. So the next day when I'm talking with my agents, they can go, hey, it was really great that you were able to close that client yesterday. Great job. We'll be able to use that money going forward to do X, Y, and Z, right? Think in terms of allowing your agents to be able to know what's going on in your business day to day or in your life day to day. Know what your personality traits are. Know what you're good at. Know what kind of messaging resonates with you. This adaptive system is so cool. I'm so glad I was able to build this out because it is now going to become a major part of so many of the bots that I'm building moving forward. I mentioned the board of advisors because I'm like hopping up and down with excitement because that's going to be the next one I built. I built an invisible council. So if you're familiar with Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich, he talks about his invisible council where he would speak with Abraham Lincoln and George Washington and Thomas A. Edison. And I built that in an agent form using AI agents as each of these people. And the one thing that people told me is like, man, if only these people could remember what was going on in my life, in my business. And I'm like, okay, I think I can do that. And so I built a life coaching bot that does exactly that. And everybody is going gaga for it. So I wanted to just kind of highlight this because this can allow your agents to now know what's going on day to day without needing to have that vector store database that it needs to kind of try to find information, without needing just a chat memory. I hear everybody's talking about Supabase or Pinecone. They're talking about Postgres and all the chat memories. But there's a third type of memory, and that's input memory, where we feed the bots the different kinds of inputs we need, whether it's from a spreadsheet or a PDF or Word documents or wherever, right? Well, by adding this type of memory in, it's an ongoing memory that it will remember over and over again. And the way I have this programmed is that it's not going to erase stuff. It'll adapt the language a little bit, but it's going to be able to remember your highlights, your lows. It's going to be able to remember what you're good at, what your company offers, all of that stuff. You can build it right into this type of memory. And now you can have a board of advisors that really will act as that, board that your company has always needed. All right. If you found this helpful, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Check out my free school community where I have this life coaching bot available. You can go get it right now. You'll be able to copy and paste this system into whatever kind of automation that you're building for yourself. Please let us know how you're building it out, because I'm learning too. I want to be able to see what you guys are doing to be able to build better bots for myself. As always, I'm Bradford Carlton. Let's automate your success together.